It's showtime.
Oh. And good morning. Say hi. You say hi, Jonathan. This is Jonathan. We're going to introduce you to him in just a little bit, but let's get this started. It's going to be kind of a very interesting day. If you don't know where you need to spend your money, I guess we're going to tell you. We don't ever do that, do we, Jamie?
Good morning, I'm Jamie Gerber. This is Athens in the AM on a good-looking Wednesday morning in the great city of Athens. Dale Jackson was back in action this morning. He had that bowel movement. I guess that's what he had to have. Back in action. He missed the show yesterday. We were listening to him Monday. Oh, I'm sick. I got to go to the hospital. Had to get a fill-in for him yesterday on the Yellowhammer Live show. Don't forget that thing is statewide, too. So y'all can watch it on Yellowhammer News. It's worldwide, actually, but they do it all that way. Hey, here's what's happening today. Got a full house over here. Kevin's in here. We got Greg McElroy, Patrick Nix coming in town. Is that Friday or Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, Clements Baptist Church.
6 o'clock.
Beau, my realtor, in here trying to sell some property from Marmac Real Estate over in Decatur, Alabama.
There you go.
Jerry Lee, not Jerry Lee Lewis, but Jerry Lee. That's his son, Jonathan, here this morning. Good morning. Welcome to have you up here. We don't get many people dressed up as you are, as you can tell. We'll kind of go from there. And I don't know, I was going to wear a blue shirt, but it looked too much like Auburn because Doria's got orange on this one. I didn't want to.
You should have.
You know, yesterday I had a bunch of Auburn people up here. Give a shout out to my buddies,
Chris.
Joseph and Chris Becker. Yeah. You know, I told them I'd be for the North Chinese if they played Auburn. But anyway, Zack's in here with sports. How many days is it, Zack?
31 days.
31 days to kick off. I heard yesterday on Fine Bomb, Bama is a 7-point favorite over Florida State.
We're going to beat them double digits.
7-point favorite. Two guests over here, a principal and a teacher.
Yes.
All the way from New Hope, Alabama. No, actually. One from Madison and one from, you say you're from England?
Yes.
But you've been here 17 years.
17 years. I'm a local.
Have you ever been? Have you ever been on live TV at 6 o'clock in the morning?
No.
Then you ain't local yet. Hey, let me remind you, this portion of the show brought to you by Hometown Market. There's 5 locations, one near you. All the papers this morning. If any of y'all still read the newspaper, I may be the only one, but you can see what the specials are. Gloria will have them for you in just a few minutes. We will play Judge Jamie today, since we've got a local woman in here. Let's get this party started. Here's Gloria with yet another fabulous weather forecast.
Oh, Miss Debbie, you did it now. He's all over you. 71 degrees out there. It feels good, doesn't it, Jonathan? Wonderful, beautiful morning out there. 20% chance of those pop-up showers today. So chances are you're not going to see any rain today. No rain. None whatsoever. How about that? All right. Actually, high temperatures today of 88, so not bad. Partly cloudy skies, which was a nice break from the sunshine yesterday. Pretty much the same thing for tomorrow. Our Thursday forecast of 87, only 20% chance of those pop-up showers again. And Friday, that jumps up to 80% chance of rain. So that's the biggest day for rain that I have to tell you about. Dries out Saturday, and then more rain returns next week. Isogenics, if you want to get fit, feel good, 80% nutrition, only 20% exercise, lots of energy, call me, 256-603-4848. It's been working and helping a lot of folks. Look, it's bright outside.
But I ain't one of them.
You are
Too many side effects, man. Too many side effects. Can't got no clothes to fit me no more. Got too much energy.
Good side effects.
Get up at 2 o'clock every morning. Go from there. Thanks for coming up this morning. Thank you.
He's ready to win.
He don't want to eat that.
That's the pork brain.
We'll be playing in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Buying the sausages.
Yes.
I know you probably
Yes.
have. She has it.
Not me.
We're going to play with it later on.
Local folks
Do not make me eat one of those.
You got some tickets. We're going to you still got room to get people to Clements. We'll talk about it later
Yes, sir.
on. Here, Patrick Nix from Auburn and Greg McElroy from Alabama.
That's right.
Isn't he married to Gladen Decatur?
That's what I hear.
I think he is. When you going to sell something for me?
Man, I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying.
Well, you need to try a little harder, man.
Right.
It's a great day to call Beau Goss.
He's selling all over the place.
He's ready to go. And Jerry, what do you do for a living?
Pharmaceutical sales.
Got any samples on you?
I do.
I didn't think they did that anymore.
You can't give away samples. You can't
I
give
didn't think
samples
they did that anymore.
I thought they cut that out.
No, we do samples.
They do.
What you got? Speaking of that, did you see what that Alabama doctor I saw in AL.com wrote 1.7 or 1.2 million prescriptions last year?
Goodness.
Alabama leads the country in opiates.
That's not the kind of drug I have.
Not the kind
You're in good business.
Good,
You got a profitable business going on over there. Hey, I want to say this morning, our little buddy, Val Rainey,
Yes, little
did
darling.
a full picture of Emmett Smith and then got to meet Emmett. Val used to do our show a lot when he was a kid.
I know
Talented despite his parents and his upbringing.
Those mom and daddy well.
Yeah, his dad used to
Good
come on our
folks.
show all the time, but he drew that picture of Emmett.
He did, and you know
That's
what?
awesome.
We have one of his first paintings
Yeah,
of
have one of his first
sunflowers.
paintings. I'll be damned he gets famous. That way it'll be worth some money.
We're keeping it.
Be worth some money. And Zack, did you know that KFC got voted the #1 place to eat fried chicken by the News Courier? I got it right here. Kevin Burchell would be tickled to death over that right there.
Well, congratulations, Kevin.
He got that. Hey, so yesterday, did y'all know Zack was taking up sumo
No,
wrestling?
don't show that.
Sumo wrestling.
Don't do it.
He can do it.
Yeah, they got a thing over in
Okay,
Japan.
don't show us.
They got a thing over in Japan. I don't know, Zack, if I'm going to embarrass you that bad or not, but if Brad had found it, we
I'm sure Brad's got it. You know he does.
Local.
Yeah, see, over in Japan, it don't matter what size you are. The kids in the 4 to 6 years old fight each other to be sumo wrestlers. So Zack just happened to get him because they thought he was one of them.
Coach Lee called me sumo.
With that in mind right now, let's go to sports with our sports director, Bama, Zack Green, sponsored by
KFC Sports, ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County. Hey, mentioned Coach Legg. Last night at Ardmore, they named Coach Andrew Smith the head baseball coach and assistant football coach as interim coach. And congratulations, Smitty. I know you'll do a great job. And Bill White, former Ardmore coach many years ago, he is going to be on the staff as a mentor. So congratulations, Smitty, and wish him guys well this year. Story Jamie sent me yesterday. Donald DeLahey, he's a kicker for Central Florida. He had a YouTube channel, had 90,000 subscribers on it. NCAA says they don't allow athletes to profit from their brand as an athlete. That's even having a YouTube channel. So they disagreed on terms of a waiver. They told him you could, put it off and wait till you got done with your eligibility. He said no way. So he's been ruled in eligible. He lost his scholarship. Now he's trying to get a GoFundMe page to have money to finish up his schooling. But to me, if that was the decision, I'd give up that YouTube channel for a while to keep playing football and have a scholarship. I think that's kind of stupid myself, but that's my opinion.
Maybe they'll call you and get your opinion.
Hey, Auburn went through day 2 of practice yesterday. Didn't see any injuries or anything, so they're getting well. And Alabama will start up tomorrow. And big questions about defensive end, cornerback, kicker, who's going to be the starting running back, which that's a good luxury to have, and right tackle. So they'll have that figured out. And like I said, we'll blow Florida State off the field.
But Kevin, you're a Florida State fan.
Florida.
He's a Florida, so we don't.
Gators.
Yeah.
He don't. And anybody that didn't like Vern Lundquist, he's gone now. So Brad Nessler is coming from ESPN to take over Vern's seat. So he'll be with Gary Danielson this football season.
And for those wanting to know, I tuned in yesterday, Feinbaum is back on the air.
Well, he's been on there on the radio.
I know,
Just hadn't
radio,
been on
but
TV.
nobody listens to radio. So,
Yay.
Did you hear Skip on there? He's been calling every day. He's a regular caller
Oh,
now.
they let him on every day?
He gets on every day. Greg from Athens.
What does he know about football?
He watches it like I do. So.
All right, boys, we're going to get things cooking up here just a little bit. You look like you're a man who's up on a little bit of everything.
I don't know about that.
So did Christy and Debbie. So we'll ask them in.
I guess that's a good look
back. You look Lindsay Lane.
Lindsay Lane.
Is that the one
Yard
down?
sales.
Is that the one at campus?
Yes, we're at the main campus.
Main campus, okay. All right.
Yes.
We'll talk with all of them. They're coming up here later, too, this morning. Where did you say you're from, Debbie?
LA.
Lower Alabama.
Lower Alabama.
Have you been in Athens 17 years?
No, I haven't even been in Athens. I only work here. I don't live here.
Oh, you don't live here.
I live in Huntsville.
You just visited?
Yeah, for the day.
You ever been to New Hope?
Yeah, I think there's a zoo there.
There he is.
I've been through the walking center.
Remember the kangaroo beat the little girl?
Yeah, I do. And my car got head-butted by the goats and by everything that are in there.
It's a great place to go.
It is. Don't take your car there.
Ours too.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get them all to play Judge Jamie. Then we'll get everybody warmed up for the second half hour. Y'all hang on. Man, I love that music. It reminds me of a stud coming out of a gate, ready to run a race. That's why they call me a thoroughbred. And we're live on Facebook this morning, too. How y'all doing? This portion of the show brought to you by One Love. Hearing you deserve to hear better.
What?
My buddy Zeke's got 7 locations. Hazel Green here. Y'all give him a call, 233-3844. Financing available. Let's get it cranking. We got new players today. Beau, y'all played before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Jerry's new. Jonathan's new. Christy and Debbie new. Y'all are playing to win a can of Vienna sausage.
Breakfast. Yay.
Because my hometown of New Hope used to be called Vienna. The Yankees burned it down and they named it New Hope. They come back through, we're calling it Newer Hope. Anyway.
Figure it out.
And there's a big plaque out there that says Vienna. But that's why we grew up eating these things all day. This is the wrong answer. This is the right answer. No cell phones or electronic devices can be used during the playing of this Judge Jamie. And the reason it's called Judge Jamie is because I ran for probate judge here in Limestone County 6 years ago. Did I win? No. Did I finish the race? No. I was forced out in 2 weeks. But here we go. Y'all keep up with politics?
I know, Ernie. One at equal time.
What president had the square deal? That was his deal.
The square deal.
Theodore Roosevelt. What president had the New Deal?
Blurt it out.
FDR.
His 5th cousin. Way to go. You all ready? Hey, we may do some swapping. I'll give you my sausage. Give me a handful of pills. And what is the Democrats? What is their new slogan?
We're in trouble.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's basically, that may be with Trump too, but I'm a Trump person. A better deal.
Better deal.
All right, with that in mind, I'm sure y'all know all about the Bible.
We got it back.
The other day, the mooch was quoting Genesis.
Oh,
No.
I missed that.
Yeah, he was. He was talking about Cain and Abel, how his relationship before he fired old Priebus went going on. All right, how many official days did he stay communications director in the White House?
10 days.
I know all of y'all are saying that he got fired. You know,
Right,
the
yeah,
guy cussed everybody out.
Right.
Y'all are saying 10 days. Y'all think that's right, don't you?
That's what I heard him.
9 days.
That's what you say you heard?
2.
8 days.
According to
Jonathan
the
says
paper.
Yeah, we're going with Jonathan. He said 2.
Who?
Jonathan says 2.
We're going with
Okay.
Jonathan.
It says here,
2, Jonathan.
the foul mouth caused him to be sacked 10 days on the job, all right? But here's the official answer. He wasn't officially supposed to start until August 15th. So technically, it was minus 16 days.
That's pretty bad right there.
Minus
Very bad.
16
Get fired
days.
16 days before you
Huh?
start. That's
All right.
terrible.
Y'all watch all these flip houses and all those shows. What's the twins that you watch all the time?
Benham Brothers.
The what?
The Benham Brothers?
Yeah, I guess whatever.
Property Brothers.
Property Brothers. HGTV, y'all watch that, y'all know what I'm talking about. Food Network, travel. Hey, speaking of shows, tonight, Gordon Ramsay's got a show. What's it called? The
F word, actually.
F word. You know, he cusses a lot. I think it's on Fox. Joe Carlucci from New York City.
New York City.
Will be with us tomorrow. You know Joe.
I do
don't
know
you?
Joe,
World
yes.
famous pizza time. He's
Yes.
up there to be on that show live tonight.
To break
He's
his
a
own
member of
record.
Lindsay Lane, got
Yes, he is.
baptized a year ago, a member of our Sunday school class, and cooks up here every week. But that ain't got
Good luck, Joe.
But that ain't got nothing to do with this answer, this question. All right.
You win.
Discovery just bought the Scripps Network. They have a lot of shows too. How many hours of original programming per year do they do on their 50 channels?
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, that's a...
50
hours?
channels.
How many hours?
10,000.
Zach, I'll let you have it. 8,000 hours of original programming.
Yeah, I was going to say 8.
All right.
Good guess, Zach.
Yeah, right.
Everybody
I
knows,
was gonna say
everybody
8.
knows the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
America's
America's team.
Football
Yes.
team, David.
my favorite.
My son
Mine too,
is a college
Zach.
football player.
We
I
got
know
something
football.
in common,
Your
Big
son
Daddy.
what?
My son plays college football.
Oh,
For who?
for who?
Stanford University.
Go Bulldogs.
So you know who the Cowboys are.
Yes.
You know who Jerry Jones is? He owns it. He's a billionaire.
Oh, yeah. He's the owner. He's the owner. I know who, yeah.
What was his first job at 8 years old in Arkansas?
Newspaper.
I was going to say that. Newspaper boy.
Well, that'd be wrong. So
Oh, I wasn't saying that.
Gas.
I was wrong. 9-year-old.
Gas.
Farmhand.
What?
A farmhand.
His mama dressed him in a bow tie and let him greet customers at the family grocery store in Arkansas.
Wow.
But where did he really start making money when he played football for the University of Arkansas and he was a Razorback? How did he make money?
Oil man.
Yeah, it started off in the oil business, I thought.
Not when he was in
Not when he was in
football.
college.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. I should know.
He would buy student tickets for $1 to the ball games, leave the locker room at halftime, and go sell them before the game locker room for $20 and making a tremendous profit off of it.
Hey, that's why.
That's an entrepreneur.
Carol Burnett's got a new show out.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
Carol Burnett Show.
My mom was just talking
Carol
about that
Burnett
last night.
show.
Carol Burnett.
Red.
She's going to be interviewing kids about 8 years old. How old is Carol Burnett?
85.
I'll
78.
let you 84.
84.
All
Wow.
right, here's one right here. Right up the road in Nashville. This was in USA Today a couple of days. You girls look like y'all might have been on one of these.
I don't know. What is it?
What would
About to ask you right now.
Okay, I was going to say yes until we know.
There we go. What has Nashville Tours cut from being able to go on tours up there? Nash Trash and Music City Rolling Jamboree bus tours have banned certain deals from renting their tours to go on a tour of Nashville. What are they?
One, you are number
Like a group of people.
Yeah.
Country music. How? I mean.
I want to say...
Bachelorette. party.
Bachelorette parties are correct
Come on
answer.
now.
Yeah, baby.
That's why I said y'all might have been on there. It says here. It says here, bachelorette parties are just as a whole more disrespectful than any other type of tours we've ever done.
I do know that Nashville was like the #1 place for bachelorette parties in the country.
Have you
at
been on one?
time.
Are you a... All right. That was part one. That was the easy questions.
Okay, I didn't do very well.
I know.
That was
Here we
I'm
go.
going to do good on the hard
Y'all know,
obviously.
12 guys escaped from prison in
Yeah,
Walker
Jasper.
County.
They got
Walker
everyone.
County, yeah.
Walker County. They finally caught the last
They got
one.
all of them in the end?
They got all of them.
They got them all.
always.
How did they sneak out? How did they get
Peanut
out?
Peanut butter, man. Peanut butter.
What kind of peanut butter was it?
I'm pretty
Jiffy.
Peter Pan.
How did they use it? The question is, you think you know it all, don't you, Christy? Here we go. Here's all right. First of all, what was that guy in for?
Drug charges.
Marijuana and paraphernalia. Idiot. You'd probably gotten out in another couple of months.
Yeah, why would you do
All
that?
right, here's the question. How did they use the peanut butter to get out?
They covered up the sign on the wall so the guy would think they were letting him in, but he was really letting them out.
And he was a rookie person. Well, you
Yes.
are very good. You are on your way to winning buying a sausage. I can tell you that
I
right
knew
now.
they had escaped, but I didn't
All
know.
right, well, let's see how much more you know.
How
All right, here we go.
That's about
There's
it.
always a smart one in every crowd. I can tell you. That's why, wait a minute. That's why she's the principal.
That's why she's the principal.
And I know about convicts. I don't know.
The president.
They speak very highly of
She
me.
knows that guy.
How is that possible? Did
I
you
mean,
put that on your resume when they all looked at it?
they don't need
I have
to.
been incarcerated once myself.
I know that.
All right.
Just go ahead and give her the Vienna sauce.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard for anybody to overtake this right now. I can tell you
You
that.
need to just give her those sausage things
What
when
is,
she stops talking.
what is the meaning of hydrophonic? H-Y-D-R-O-P-H-O-B-I-C.
Water phone.
What?
Water phone.
Water resistant. Exact answer. What is the newest shirt out?
One of those
resistant
that just lets
Hook.
wet.
H-U-K.
Don't bother.
Dry fit. Dry
It's
fit.
a shirt for
Hydrophonic
clumsy
shirt.
people.
Clumsy
Is it
phone.
what?
If you spill something on it, you can buy
Water
it for
resistance, retardant.
$87. You know about it too?
No.
You are super smart.
I'm just
You know that?
guessing right now.
All right, well, here's the real question. How many washes does it have to go through to be reactivated?
1.
12.
5.
6.
This ain't an auction. 80. Kevin, if you answer the same question.
How's it going to keep clean?
Who's going to wash
He's
the
enjoying
Watch
the
it.
show.
How does it? What is the key thing though to reactivating it after 80 washes?
It'd be heat, wouldn't it? Some kind of heat.
I'll let you have it. Tumble dry.
Let's see, it's dry, it's right.
He got it.
I'm on the map.
Confused about that kind of shit.
All right. I had this yesterday, but I got 2 other simple questions.
We can
I
hear
can hear
you.
y'all. I got a
I'm sorry.
Talking in class.
I just want
Teachers-
you to know that if you're
teachers
talking,
are
I can hear you right here. And for goodness sakes, don't make any body languages over there.
Jamie.
What calf was born in Arkansas that resembled what musician?
Gene Simmons, I saw him.
Yeah, y'all see that? I had that, and I didn't go there. I got one other question. Who interviewed Gene Simmons
That's awesome.
on this show back in the early 80s?
Jamie Cooper.
All right, last question. Christy's got such a lead, it's going to be hard for any of y'all to catch.
He's the principal, man, the principal.
Any of y'all going to catch it, but that's why she's up here.
I hope that's not lunch today.
There's a survey out. They interviewed older men in their 60s, 50s, and 60s.
I'm there.
It says here, those men are much more happier about their looks than people in their 20s and 30s.
No, we're not. That's the wrong answer.
I agree with that.
Zack, they're talking about guys like me.
Oh, come on. They said 50s and 60s.
Why are they more confident than guys in their 20s and 30s?
Been there, done that. They just
Yeah.
living
They
on the
didn't grow
line.
up.
See, you're probably in the
They
middle.
didn't grow up in a pansy generation.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Huh?
There he
There's a
is.
picture of me. I told y'all I've been working out a little bit. Huh?
I've been there before.
Been where?
Did you see that? Did you see it?
Yeah.
On a rope?
No. I've been there before when you were there.
All right, why are older men happy about their looks?
How what?
They got money.
Well, they are more confident than other men are put up to standards with the younger guys like One Direction, people like that. Guys like me, my age, are put up to like Rod Stewart, Clint Eastwood. But the real reason is, there I am
I
again.
compare you to Rod Stewart.
The real reason is most of us have good-looking younger wives. That'd be a right answer. The winner today would be,
Christy.
by far, Christy. That's right. For knowing all about convicts and my incarcerated life.
That's nice.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and see us in the second half hour. Y'all, hang on.
That's great.
We're ready. All right, let's quickly go over that forecast. Really, nothing is going to change today than what you saw yesterday. 72 degrees out there already this morning. Feels quite nice, or almost 70 degrees. That is, well, 72 degrees. And it's going to be beautiful today. Partly cloudy skies. We're going to see temperatures around 87, 88 degrees today. Pretty much the same thing tomorrow. There's rain Friday, Jonathan. All day, kind of rainy day on Friday. 80% chance of those showers. Saturday, 84, drying out, and the rain returns again next week. All right, let's talk a little serious. We kept Jamie off the set, that way we can not laugh so much and get some good things out here. But Valley Smiles, I do want to say, give them a call. Their new number is 774-9020. Maddie had her first dental exam yesterday and did really good, too. We were so proud of that. And Dr. Alan Coleman, he did so good with her. Look at that. How darling. So if you want to take your children there, you can do that, too. And as he says, floss the ones you want to keep. That's important. All right, let's talk about Lindsay Lane. Lindsay Lane kind of takes over Cooper and Company on most days, but today, definitely, we're talking about the Lindsay Lane Academy.
Yes.
Miss Christy is the principal. Miss Debbie is a teacher there. And Jerry Lee, you actually have your son up here, Jonathan, and he is a student. He has been a student this year. I do have to say, when we first talked, you said that your wife is actually in the studio as well, and she was going to be here to make sure he acts right. But he can act any way he wants to act. That's just the way it is up here. So if he gets down and wants to walk around, that's okay. He's stealing the show today. All right, let's talk about this. What is it you're trying to do?
Yeah. Well, tomorrow represents the first day of school, and for most people, it's just a typical day. But what we have been blessed with at Lindsay Lane Christian Academy is Jonathan has Down syndrome, and he's just turned 10 years old. We just celebrated his birthday 2 weeks ago.
All right.
When you have a child with special needs, sometimes the first day of school is not as exciting as it can be.
Hey, I thought all parents cried the first day of school.
Well, sometimes it's joyful and sometimes it's not. But anyway, Jonathan was welcomed to Lindsay Lane last year, really on kind of on a hope that perhaps all children could be taught a Christian education.
Okay.
From the time Jonathan was born, we desired to have a Christian education for him, and unfortunately we were turned away because they didn't feel like they could meet his needs. And really what we have been challenging people to see is that people with Down syndrome are really more alike than they are different. There's a lot of commonalities, and at the end of the day, we're all God's children. So we approached Lindsay Lane last year and we asked them if they would consider taking Jonathan. We came from a school district that really felt that children with special needs needed to be segregated. And what we were faced with, as a kindergartner, he's about to be in the 3rd grade, but as a kindergartner, we were asked to take him into a separate entrance. He was asked to use a separate bathroom. We were asked for him to play in a separate playground and even eat lunch at a separate time. We really felt like that's not the way God intended for our children to be. We felt like they should all be included, and we certainly challenged them on that. But culturally, we really didn't see things change a whole lot. We got to Lindsay Lane, we kind of came a little battered and bruised in our souls, and we just wanted them to give us a chance. And they said, you know what, we do want to give you a chance. So we hired a special teacher, Miss Debbie Hughes, and she came on board with Lindsay Lane. And it's been really an amazing year last year for Jonathan, and I'm sure they'll both speak to it about the experiences that the other children
Now,
had.
how many children right now are at Lindsay Lane Christian Academy with special needs?
Right now we have 3.
3. Okay. Are they all in one classroom or in different classrooms for ages?
Different classrooms according
Okay.
to their ages.
With typical children?
Yes.
Okay, and I guess my question for this is, I've got some great friends, and you guys may know them, being associated with Buds. I'm sure you've worked with them in the past, with Tammy, Susan, and Jenny. And one of the questions is, I know you don't want them separated like that, having different lunch tables and different playgrounds. I mean, that sounds horrible. When they're in a classroom, though, can they get the attention with all the other children that they need? Are they able to, or do you have to have a special teacher in each classroom along with another teacher?
I think.
How is yours set up?
Well, ours, we have Debbie, is Jonathan's aide, and she is with Jonathan full time.
Okay.
Along with the classroom teacher.
Okay.
So I think it depends on the child and the.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
because some are more
Yeah.
functioning and some are, and I mean,
Right.
my goodness, typical children aren't always angels
Right.
either.
Right.
So, I mean, you have your hands full. But is that what you're trying to do? Add more classrooms to Lindsay Lane and have an aide with them to where they get the attention, not so much the attention, but the extra hands-on learning that they need?
Yeah, you brought up a good point, because certainly there are children who need additional services and sometimes need to be pulled out, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And that is exactly appropriate for certain people. What we've asked for Jonathan is that let's see what he can do in the gen ed classroom, and then if he needs to be pulled out for services, then we certainly are willing to do that. And really what Ms. Hughes has done is she's simply taken the curriculum that the teachers present, and she's been able to adapt it to Jonathan, and I'll give you a great example, and I hope I won't steal your thunder, but one of the things, Jonathan has a hard time writing,
Okay.
but he can spell. And he can spell words verbally, but he can't necessarily write them on paper. Ms. Hughes brought to our attention that she got a cookie pan, and she bought some magnetic letters, and she called out the words, and he spelled the words with the magnetic letters and turned in the cookie pan as his sheet of paper and made 100.
Okay.
So it's things like that that can be done in the classroom, but the really thing that we want at the end of the day is I want them to have friends.
Oh, yeah.
I want them to be invited to birthday parties. I want little boys and girls to invite him over after. And if they don't know him, how are they going to do that?
And also be able to make sure they're monitored and not bullied.
Exactly.
Because I can imagine being in a classroom with other children. Children can be cruel. There is no doubt about it. And not everyone teaches their child not to make fun of someone else.
That's right.
The one thing that I've learned in this past year is how they come to Jonathan's defense.
Good.
More than anything else. They will support him, they will help him, they will guide him, they will lead him. They take up that role.
Good.
Because he's now.
Well, they've gotten to know him.
They've gotten to know him and know that he's no different. He's no different at the end of the day. He likes to laugh and play and do everything that all the traditional learners do, and that's having Jonathan and any of our other special needs children fully inclusive in the classroom is teaching our other students that too. And
So is your goal to add more students to Lindsay Lane Christian Academy, more aides such as Miss Debbie? How do you plan on doing that? How do you get that across? How do you talk people into saying this is worthy?
Yeah. Well, the first thing we've done is we've started a GoFundMe campaign. So that's active and that's live. When we looked at it, what we want to do is we want to kind of start small. So Miss Anderson just said we have 3 kids. 2 of those children there, one actually has spina bifida, another one has a chromosomal type disorder. They're younger, and so we want to kind of start with kindergarten-ish type up to 3rd grade, because that's where Jonathan's going. And we hope to kind of build it each year.
Can you go all the way up into the
That's
high
the
school
plan.
years?
Yeah, that's the plan. Our vision for Jonathan is he'll be the first child with Down syndrome to graduate from Lindsay Lane Christian Academy.
Okay.
That's our goal. And right now, Lindsay Lane Christian Academy is the only private school in the state of Alabama that's doing this.
Okay.
There's one other school that we're aware of. It's a Catholic-based school, but it's the only private school in the state of Alabama that's willing to take children with special needs. So we want to capitalize on that. We want to put Athens on the map because this is really uncharted territory. So we got a team together. We're looking at doing some fundraisers this year to help us with that. We've got the GoFundMe page, and then we've actually applied for a grant from the DECO Foundation. Hope to hear back from them soon, because we are hopefully providing a service that will give parents options, of what they want to do.
How can people get in touch with you, or Miss Christy, do you want them to contact you at the school? How do you want people
They can
to reach
contact
you?
me at my email address, llca.christy@lindsayLane.org. Or you can call the school and just tell them you'd like to hear more about the Zacchaeus project, and we'd be happy to talk to them.
So now, is the overall goal to be able, obviously I'm assuming, to get enough funds to provide a teacher for each student?
That's correct. So we need a teacher for each student or paraprofessional that would partner with each classroom that has a child with special needs in there. But we also need to pull in some additional services like occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy. Some of those, they can be provided through the city school systems, but they don't provide all of them. There are children who need, we've got one child that's nonverbal, so we want to be able to provide some augmentative communication for that child. So there are some initial startup costs just from an equipment standpoint that goes into this kind of one large bucket of money we're trying to raise.
Now, if parents are out there and they have a special needs child and they want to do this as well, can they provide their own aid to Lindsay Lane.
Sure.
Miss Christy?
Well, I'll let you do that.
That's something we've not really discussed yet, but.
Because I can imagine
I
if
think
someone
it
has a
would-
special needs child and they're watching, and you've provided Miss Debbie to
Right.
allow, so that may be another option
Yeah.
to get them started until maybe you get this going.
We're trying to target, families that have disabilities that have been roughly identified at birth that are intellectual or physical disabilities. There's a whole host of things. So there is kind of I want to say screening process, but Lindsay Lane has a screening process for all children. So they would be subject to that, but we're certainly wanting to be able to open the doors up and see what the interest is in the community.
Okay, well, great. Well, thank you guys for being here this
Thank
morning.
you.
Thanks for playing the game so well. Anything else you'd like to
I
tell me
wasn't
about
expecting
him?
that during the break.
Okay. Thank
We
you.
can talk.
Jonathan, you want to wave right there? Say
Tell 'em
hi.
bye.
Say bye. Bye. There you go. All right. All right. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Christy has taken me down a trip down memory lane.
I know. Me too.
And she was just a little one getting ready to go to school when I'd be on TV.
Putting on her makeup.
Put your
getting
rover.
ready.
As she was putting her makeup on, I was too. Still have some on today, as a matter of fact. All right, Kevin, you got a big thing coming up out at Clements this weekend.
Yes, Saturday.
Can people still get tickets?
Tickets are still available online at eventbrite.com. We've got some for sale. We'll have some at the door for
better
sale as
hurry,
well.
though.
But we're about to finish that up. There should be some good radio interviews this today and tomorrow with the guys. We've got 9 football teams coming that'll be there, high school teams. We're excited about it. It's really going to be.
Now, last year we had Bobby Bowden.
Bobby Bowden last year.
Fantastic turnout at Lindsay Lane last year, and he did an awesome speech too, especially telling a story about Mark Richt, former coach
That's
at
right.
Georgia, how he got saved.
And Deion Sanders, he had a good story about somebody told him to be prime time. The whole deal with Deion Sanders.
Right, that was awesome.
That was good.
Now, how's it working this year? You still got VIP tickets available to meet Greg? And
I have a
Patrick?
couple of VIP tickets, and so for $150, you get 2 reserved seats in the auditorium. You get to come earlier, about an hour. Get a signed football. Get to do a meet and greet with the guys.
Take pictures.
Just get some picture time. It's hard to offer that to everybody because they never get to leave if you do that. And so, but we do that, and it helps fund some of what we do too.
You know what's funny about Bobby Bowden being there last year? He's there. Bobby's 80-something years old. He said, "Does anybody know a lady by the name of Miss Calvin?" And we're in
She
the
was
back.
just
You remember?
on the
I
show.
said, "Yeah, I do." I said, "I saw an article on him in the paper." He said, "Man, I went to school with her in Birmingham. I called Glory at home. I said, 'Can you look a number up?'
Yeah.
Well, I called her. I said, 'Miss Calvin.'
I remember that. That was great.
Yeah, I said, 'Bobby Bowden wants to talk to you.' They talked on my cell phone for 20 minutes in there.
He said, at my age, I have to find someone who, doesn't have Alzheimer's, isn't where they can't get on
That's
the
right.
phone. So he enjoyed the conversation.
That was great. I remember that was a really cool moment. I looked there now. I'm trying to get him to come out. He's on the phone, hanging out with you. I was like,
Yeah.
Jamie, get out of
To a
there.
high school
let him go,
friend.
Jamie. We got things to do.
Yeah,
So-
to a high school friend.
But it's going to be great, and Greg's particular story is, he got saved while he was at Alabama through FCA ministry.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
And this is going to be his
He's
first.
from Texas.
Right, this is his first big speaking engagement.
Really?
So we're on the map, man. Athens is on the map.
Wow.
So we're excited having him.
How'd you get him?
Huh? I know people, man. I know you.
He can't give up
I
his
didn't help you
sources.
get him.
No. But we're excited. And
That's
Patrick
funny, he
Nix.
never asked me to come to say
Patrick
anything.
Nix, of course, he's a head football coach at Pinson Valley.
Right.
And his son's one of the top football recruits.
Wasn't he at Scottsboro?
He was at Scottsboro. He's been an offensive coordinator in college, University of Miami, Charleston, some other places. And,
But this is Greg's first big
this is
deal.
in this kind of setting. I mean, he's on TV every day.
Right.
So, but in this particular realm, he's really at a point in his life where he's ready to, kind of try to be an encouragement and do some other things. And so we're excited having him here in Athens.
Yeah, Dusty, when we had the men's group, we had the Lindsay Lane back in February. It was Tim, Joel Carwile, Dusty, and me. Well, I just had a knee replacement. I could barely get up and down on the stage up there. And then Dusty said, "I didn't know you was going to say all that about the restrooms." I said, "Well, what you get me up here for?"
Yes.
then?"
What do you expect, right? Yeah, we're excited. And it just
So you still get tickets, $10.
$10 ticket, man. Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Go get you some KFC.
There you go.
Get you a bucket
There
of
you go.
chicken and eat that. Do your little tailgate and then come on out. At
And
6
Tim
o'clock.
will be there.
Kevin's got
Tim will
it.
be there.
All right, good deal. All right, hang tight there. Say, all right, Beau, when you going to sell some property for me, man?
I'm working, buddy. I'm working
Great
on
day to
it.
call Beau at Marmac Real Estate
Yes.
over in Decatur. Call Beau. Business right now, from what I can tell,
It's
talking to my
booming.
are looking around. Real estate is on fire in Decatur,
We are
Atlanta,
wide
Madison, Athens.
Wide open. I was just having a conversation with Mike. And, I mean, right now it is fun. Kevin, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Didn't you call him Jeremy?
I got my
or
name
something
tag on
the other
today,
day?
so it's okay.
So why is that? I mean, is it just
Market.
people moving in? Or
Man, there's a lot of different trends that we see going on. One of them's baby boomers and also millennials. Both of them are either one, you're retired, or two, you're just starting their life, getting a good job, getting married. And man, between the 100, 200 range, it's on fire right now.
I know
It's
what
fun.
Mark, when he used to come up and do the show before he got too busy, he would tell about selling family. You'd sell and then all of a sudden you'd be selling their grandchildren.
That's
You've been
right.
in it that long. It's just
Yeah.
a rotating thing there.
That's right.
What's moving right now in the stuff you're selling?
Mid-range homes for families, for small families, 2-3 bedroom houses. Are
New
moving
construction or older
quick.
houses?
New construction is starting to get back on the boom a little bit, but the prices are a little higher than they used to be simply for the fact there's a little less
Building
laborers.
expense.
So they're having to spend more money for labor.
I'll be
They
available
have
for
to pass that cost
pictures in
along.
just a few minutes if y'all want to
Goodness
hang on a few
gracious.
minutes. I don't want y'all to get disappointed. All right.
Goofball.
Why should they call Beau? Why is it always a great day to call Beau? You're the most energetic guy
He
I've ever been
is.
with.
I have a good time. I love what I do. I'm a good, honest man. I'm going to be straight to the point with you. I'm not going to hide anything, and nobody's going to work harder than me.
And wait a minute, talk about working hard. We woke up one morning and we had a couple text messages from you and some photos. We have a piece of property that's on the river and there's a bluff there. This man gets out there with your brother, I believe, in a boat, gets out there, climbs up that bluff, somehow puts a huge sign on there and sends us pictures of it. And it's like 90 degrees.
Yeah, it was hot.
So tell me you don't work hard.
Now, you just got back from
Good job.
a ministry. What did y'all do?
Went to a men's conference up in Nashville, sponsored by Lifeway. Unbelievable experience, great speakers.
Who were some of the speakers?
Kurt Warner, Daryl Strawberry, Rick Burgess from Rick and Bubba's show, Robbie Galanty.
Kurt Warner was sacking groceries. After
He sure was.
They called him
He
he
sure
won the
was.
Super Bowl and most valuable player.
It was a really cool experience, basically just, seeing what God's done in their lives to make them where they're at, being successful.
Yeah.
But one of the main things that I took away from it, which I think is going to help me in the real estate world, is be extraordinary instead of ordinary. And I'm really going to take that to the next level in my
I will
business.
tell you, there's not a harder working realtor than this man right here. Well, like Lori just said, he went out on that river property we got, and I do wish y'all would buy that. I'm sick of it.
It's a large piece.
It's on the widest part of the total
shameless.
656-mile Tennessee River. It's 2.5 miles wide there.
309 foot of water frontage.
Unrestricted. You can put any trailer you wanted on it out there, a tiny house or build a mansion. I don't care what it is, just show me the money. I mean, that's all it is to
Will you
it.
stop
And we got a condo for sale.
Yep, sure do. Beautiful. Just
3-bedroom, 3-bath, boat slip.
ground level,
Ground
pool.
level, ready to go.
Good rental
All right.
property.
Anything else we need to know about the legendary Beau Goss?
I love you.
Thank you.
About that right there.
That's what I want to hear. All right, I just was telling Christy, I just notified Channel 31's general manager that I was thinking about buying them.
No.
I was just telling him, I just sent him an email yesterday. I said, it's 40 years ago, sometime this month, that I started the country over on Channel 31. What a job that was. We'll have a little memory lane type deal this month sometime soon, as I won't talk more about myself. But,
Shocker.
I saw a story run this week, Monday, we run Country Road here from 1989 on a man named Bobby Turner. Bobby Turner had a Shell gas station on Highway 31. When I did this Country Rover, you're about to see it. I did this Country Rover story. He was closing. He was a preacher. He said, Jamie, he said, I'm tired. I-65 was going in. He said, all we do day in and day out is tell people how to get on I-65. It just opened, I guess. He said, but I've married people on my grease rack in here. But he said, now I want to go and start speaking for the Lord all the time. I'm tired of working. Ran into him at Walmart, a couple of years ago? And he brought all that up. So this story, Country Road Story, is going to be brought to you by my friend Zack at One Love Hearing, 7 locations. Go by and visit with him. We're going to show you that story right now, but he sponsors this, and we'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning with a big crowd.
Bye-bye.
On Thursdays. We got to go. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Well, as far as full service is concerned, you can't find it anymore. When 56-year-old Bobby Turner of Athens first opened his Shell station on Highway 31, full service was all there was. 30 years ago, when Turner opened, gasoline was 32 cents a gallon. Today, as Turner prepares to close his station, the same gasoline is $1.06.
What you need? It needs to be oil change, filter, just whatever. Your whole service. You're at the right place.
Bobby Turner's closing his service station to work full-time for his church. Not only does Turner hold a degree in education, he's also a preacher, and he's never opened on Sundays and once married a couple on his grease rack.
Wasn't it hard not to open on Sunday? It can be done. I just believe that there's something more important than just making money. And I had other things to do on Sunday.
And now, your grease rack, you married somebody here.
Yeah, we had a wedding here, so it was closing time. We closed the doors, came out here on the grease rack, and the boy that was working for me was the witness. And we performed the ceremony, and as far as I know, they're still living together, and that's been at least 20 years.
Being in this location, Turner is asked time after time the same question: how to get to Interstate 65.
We've been given directions here how to get back to I-65 for years, and now I'm going to give directions how to live in eternity, and I hope that works.
Bobby Turner's going to close his Shell service station Monday. When he does, another of the few remaining full service stations becomes a thing of the past. In Athens, Amber Country Rover, Jamie Cooper.